Natalia, welcome to Provost Profiles.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to talk to you today.
Me too.
All right. We're doing this in a special location today. Can you tell me a little bit about this space, where we are?
Of course. So we are actually inside of Valenti, the School of Communication, and we are in Studio A at the Communication Center. It has broadcasting, lights, and anything you might need to broadcast something.
You are one of the UH ambassadors. Tell me a little bit about what you do as an ambassador and how you help prospective students learn about our university.
A lot of prospective students would like to get a tour of the University of Houston. So our ambassadors are the ones who go out, give those tours, give information about how to apply to the University of Houston. And I also have been promoted recently to being the director of marketing. So my job is to make sure that the students that are going on tour are going on tour accordingly. And also for guests and parents of those guests to be able to make sure that they can get to an advisor or get those resources.
That sounds great. I need to take one of your tours.
Yes, VIP.
In addition to your role on UH Ambassadors, you're on the air on Coug Radio.
I am.
Tell me about that, what impact that has on you.
Yeah, I have enjoyed my time so far. I'm a newbie for Coug Radio. I've only been in there for about a semester now, but I have a radio show with 3 other wonderful ladies, and we talk about mental health. We talk about just lifestyles of growing up and also just being a student here. And we do it every Tuesday from 6 to 7, and then we turn it into a podcast after.
So you figure out what it is the program's going to be about, you research it, everything?
Yes, so I get an outline of what our topics are, what we're going to talk about. I do live ad reads. I make sure that we stay on topic and also that everything is being segmented so we're not staying too long on one topic. It's been eye-opening for sure, learning about how radio and broadcasting works, because I am not a broadcast major, so it's nice to learn.
Tell me about how did you learn about UH and what inspired you to study communications in particular?
I have cousins who are in public relations, and once I saw that UH was starting their enrollment and they were kind of popping up on my Instagram feeds and YouTube ads, I was like, maybe this university, I need to check it out. My parents both went here. My mom and my dad both met at the library.
Ooh.
They also had on-campus
Or is that
jobs.
what they tell you they met at the library?
I gotta check up on that.
Okay.
One thing led to another, and they actually got married right here at A.D. Bruce.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was born to be here. When I took a tour of Valenti, I actually went to the building. I just fell in love with it. I knew that public relations was for me, and also Valenti, the School of Communication specifically, was for me. And I have been plugged in ever since.
Ah, what a great story. You're a great communicator. You have this communications campaign. You engage with future Cougs as an ambassador. So what's next for you after you graduate?
Now it's coming up fast. I would love to work in entertainment for a firm in PR and media relations. I think that that's really important, how the mind works and how people communicate and how one sentence can be worded differently and have a whole new message. So hopefully I can master that here or learn more about it here and then apply all the skills that I've used in the university to go on to the workplace afterwards. Hopefully in Houston. I would like to stay here.
So you meet a lot of students who are interested in UH as part of the ambassadors program. What piece of advice do you offer them?
So my biggest advice to all prospective students, no matter where they're going, is to imagine yourself here and look at your next 4 years. You have to plan ahead. I know your friends might go to another school or they are telling you to go to another school with them, but you have to do what's right by you. So if that means come to the University of Houston, we're glad to have you. If that means that you have to go to community college like I did and then transfer into the University of Houston, that's another way too. Everybody's path is different, so you have to invest in yourself.
What is it that you're going to miss the most?
Everyone has been asking me this question. I think the community of the University of Houston is one of the biggest things I'll miss the most. And I've kind of already have a glimpse of me missing it whenever I go home for breaks. Just having the cool diversity of the University of Houston here and seeing people that I usually don't see in my hometown, or just seeing new students, new faces from out of state, out of the country, come here to the University of Houston. And we all have at least one thing in common, just walking through the campus and seeing all the different sites that my dad got to see or my mom got to see. Makes me feel connected to them, not in a homesick way, but more of a, I know them better. They were my age. They went through this.
And so has this made you closer to them?
Very much so. I think all we talk about is university life.
Is there a question you want to ask me?
Oh, how do you, I mean, you've been here for less than a year?
Yeah.
So how have you liked the university so far?
I love the university. I love the university. I didn't know as much about the university as I probably should have or could have ahead of time. But every day has been full of, new surprises, new excitement. I love our students. You are, the best thing that we have here. So I truly appreciate Provost Profiles because I get to know you a little bit better rather than just at an event. But, and I love Houston as well. So.
Well, hopefully, I know my time is coming to an end, but yours is just beginning here. So hopefully you have many memories to create here.
Absolutely. And that tour that you're going to take me.
That tour. We have a golf cart waiting for you whenever you need it.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.